Hi, Mattia, and hi, Radek. So, some feedback on your draft. Okay, I think I agree with you. It definitely needs another shoot. You seem to need a different shoot to kind of establish, that the prisoners being taken out. Um, I think what we need to do is establish a bit more of an idea of Luca's character's feelings about the executions. Um, so, okay, let's kind of have a look through things. Okay, so I like you've established him right from the beginning. He wakes up. Okay, and good. So with these shots, you're clearly establishing Luca's kind of feelings, or certainly we're being positioned with Luca rather. Okay, flashback to what? Kind of quite like to know. So the flashback to the whole shootings. So shots like this, I'd like to kind of see Luca a bit more. I'd like to see his response to this a bit more. I'd like to see his feelings of disgust about what he's having to do. I think probably you need a transition there. Or is this all an extended flashback? Is this Luca sitting at the table remembering all these executions? And if so, maybe you should be doing something quite radical with the color. Black and white's the obvious choice, but maybe you could be doing something with sepia and with a vignette of some sort to give the sense that this happened in the past. This was his experiences in the past. And then when he can't shoot, that's the present, and that will be in color. That will be in kind of normal color. That might work a bit better. So I like this, but again, I haven't seen Luca's reaction to any of this. In fact, it stays with Babel and George's character and Nick. You don't also. I want to see. I like the shot inside the blindfold. Do that again. Do that a couple of times. Put us in that position of the person, or maybe you can cut from that to Luca kind of shaking his head and looking, sitting over a mug of beer and those old kind of pewter kind of beer, that he's full of regret over kind of what he's done. Okay, so it's a nice variety. Keep it on. Why do I want to see Luca? I want to see Luca. Good. Quite like that blood splatter. I mean, it's quite cool. Okay, and then Nick gets it. Yeah, obviously he's got no blood in his shirt. Maybe we can get some on there. So this is the first time, obviously, you're going to reshoot stuff which establishes his sense of regret and remorse. I want to see far more of this. Also, you've done this a couple of times. I noticed when I watched it through just previously. To create a meaning, you've got to have the reverse angle. You've got to have the look, okay, this is him looking. Then the look, which is his eyeline match. Then you cut back to his reaction. You don't give me that. You just give me his reaction. I need to see what he's looking at. So I might change the order of that a little bit. Okay, and here's your third prisoner, and maybe this is in the present, and so this would be kind of a more colourful thing. I think you should definitely look at sepia. Okay, and I like that he rejects the blindfold. But then I think you need to do something with a reverse shot between Matt's look and Luca's look, and this kind of connection between them. To establish that almost wordless conversation between them, and that's why he can't shoot. because you can't shoot this kind of brave, defiant man who's there to the end. You've also got a bit of a problem with your colours. I'm not sure about the cameras. This is kind of quite bluish, whereas this is more natural. So you might have to colour correct one of them a bit. I prefer the more colourful one, especially if it's previously been a bit more black and white. You can see it there. You can see that real shift there in colour tone. Look at that. And then it goes blue. There, bang. You need to colour correct that if you can, or reshoot it if you can't. Okay, that's quite nice. I want to cut to Matt. This is Matt's eyeline match. I want to see Matt. And, you know, and this is where I think you should have that look. We cut back to Luca's reaction in close up, really. My feelings are he should run and then be seen. You know, and then be kind of hunted. Obviously the music cuts here as well. There, just gone. Don't know why. So good, and you don't need that. And then again, I think a transition. Good, nice and nice shot of him looking really glum, and bang. And presumably you'll end with a big bang, will you? And so also I presume this first shot is going to be the same as this last shot. You know, him opening his eyes, and then him closing his eyes at the end. So I like what you've got. I think what you've got, I think there's a couple of problems. My main problem is establishing the look. So the look, the eyeline match the reaction. You've got to do a shot, reverse shot, and back to the reaction. Also, I need more of a sense of Luca's kind of disgust. I think also you can establish a little bit of a kind of tension between Mathieu's character and Luca's character. You know, that's why he doesn't shoot him. You know, he can't because he admires him so much. You're going to need to color correct. And I think you should do the first two shootings as flashbacks, and I think you should do them in a radically different color, like sepia, with a kind of vignette to kind of go for this old school kind of look, this kind of retro look, which is typical, I think, of Kasabian videos. It certainly was of Fire. I think it was the bank robbery one. So anyway, there's lots of good stuff here, but yeah, another shoot, and to make sense, real sense of this narrative and Luca's kind of journey, his kind of emotional journey. Anyway, well done, gents.